Alam mo, Rap, narinig ko sa isang homily, sabi ni Father, the money in the house of the parents are always for the kids. But the kids' money and house are never for the parents.
Wow, parang ngayon ko lang narinig
Diba?
yan.
Pag-isipin
Pero
mo.
magandang palaisipan yan. Alam mo yung isa pa, eto naririnig ko sa mga kabataan na para bang hindi ako kabataan. Sabi nila, ang mga anak ay hindi retirement fund ng mga magulang.
Tama, narinig ko nga rin yan.
Yan ang mga palaisipan natin sa episode natin ngayon for Church Alive entitled Elderly LDR. Love, Dignity, Respect in Elderly Care. FRC fam, for this episode, we have none other than the center head of One Cainta Sunset Retreat, Sir Frederick Salonga.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, welcome
Hello.
to FRC
Thank you.
fam.
Thank you
Sir.
for having us. Ay, me pala. Thank you
Baka
for
may
having
kasama po kayo doon, hindi namin
me,
nakikita.
us, and what I'm going to talk about.
Yes,
That's
yes.
Exciting. Sir
Yeah.
Frederick, Sir Eric.
Yeah, you can call me Eric.
Oh, kunyari hindi kami magkakilala, pero alam mo ba, Chay, actually, from high school, isa siya sa mga teachers.
Teacher sa high school?
Yes.
What? How long? How long, Eric?
I remember seeing rap since he was in second year high school. He was one of the dancers.
Dancer,
yun
yun talaga yung
man.
branding
Oh
ko.
my.
Oo.
Grabe. Paano kayo napasok naman sa One Cainta Sunset Retreat?
So, during the pandemic, I left my job for
Okay.
Cainta. I started working with LG of Cainta under the leadership of Mayor Kit Nieto. And after a few years, Mayor Kit envisioned Cainta that nobody, no senior citizen would be left unattended.
Oh, that's nice.
Ang ganda ng
That's
vision
nice.
na yun. Parang ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, I think it's yun sa mga itatakal natin. Yung kung gaano ka nadi-diminish yung value
Yes.
for our senior citizens and for our aging parents.
Yes.
No?
Napapabayaan eh.
Like, is there a particular conviction kung bakit home for the aged yung iyong pinasok? Coming
Yeah.
from working with the youth,
Yes.
diba?
Actually,
High school students.
Yeah, actually, my job description is youth development officer in Cainta.
Okay.
However, back then, the mayor saw it as an opportunity to be able to link the youth and the elders. That's why I was assigned by Mayor Kit to be the center head and administrator of One Cainta Sunset Street because he believes na ang mag-aalaga sa mga nakatatanda ay ang mga bata. Kaya over the last few years, I've been trying to link those two
Generations.
polarizing
Yes.
generations,
Yes.
right? So I've been bringing the youth to One Cainta Sunset Street for them to see the elders and learn something from them. Kasi para sa akin, alam mo yun, hindi ganon kadali mag-alaga ng matanda.
Yes.
At hindi ganon kadali magpalaki ng kabataan.
Yes,
Tama.
yes.
Oo.
Both ends, no, may
Extremes
pinanggagalingan.
talaga. May different needs.
Yes.
for
And I
sure.
think very hybrid yung approach na to ni Mayor, yung vision ni Mayor. Kasi I think it's very traditional to think that kids would be taking care of the elderly. Medyo, yun yung very Pinoy, if I must say. But yung home for the aged, yun yung very, hindi masyadong Pinoy
na concept.
ginagawa na
Oo.
concept. Kasi merong common notion kaagad yan na pag pinadala mo doon, pinapabayaan mo sila.
Oo,
So,
may ganong
oo
stigma.
medyo kakaiba yung vision, yung philosophy ng One Cainta Sunset. So, paano ba usually yung mga day-to-day, ano yung nangyayari, how it came about na nabuo ang One Cainta?
So, brief history. One Cainta Sunset Retreat opened its doors 3 years ago, May 1, 2023.
Bago
Okay,
pa.
fairly recent.
Fairly recent, bago lang siya na vision na nagawa. Si Mayor Kit before his last term ended as mayor back then, he started building that facility, that home for the aged facility, because that's what I said, he believes that no senior citizen in Cainta should be left unattended. So that's why he built a facility intended for them, where the seniors can age gracefully with dignity, love, and respect.
Nice.
So yun talaga yung gusto niyang makita. So day-to-day activities in the facility. So
Kumbaga, a day in the life
Oo.
of the center head of
Yes.
One Cainta Sunset
I'll,
Retreat.
primarily, I'll share with you
Siguro
a day
your
in the
POV.
life
Oo.
of our elders.
Okay.
Kasi in the facility, I'm there Monday to Friday. But our caregivers are Monday to every day of the week.
Paano yung
So,
shifting
Oo
sila?
Shifting. Because we run 24 hours, 24/7. Kaya
Okay.
we have assigned 5 caregivers per shift.
Okay.
That-
Nurses, doctors.
We have 1 doctor in the facility, 2 nurses
Okay.
in the facility.
Okay.
Since we opened with 2 seniors
Okay.
in the facility. Dalawa lang. Yung nagbukas siya nung May 1, meron agad na dalawang
Dumating. Okay.
kasama namin.
Okay.
And right now, we have 52 seniors in the
Wow.
facility. And we've served around, I'm not sure particular, but 86.
Wow.
More or less 86 seniors in the facility. Day in the life, they wake up at 5:30 in the morning, have breakfast.
Aga talaga naman
Nga
seniors
eh.
na gigising.
Kakaiba yun. Parang bagong bake pa lang yung pandesal. Gising na sila.
5:30, they have breakfast. Then, we have, parang after breakfast, lumalabas sila para magpa-araw, Zumba.
Wow.
Zumba,
Ayun talaga.
chair yoga.
Wow.
Either
Ngayon
or.
ko lang narinig yung chair yoga.
Yeah,
Okay.
sobrang in siya for seniors. You should, sa mga seniors dyan, chair yoga.
Chair yoga.
Wow.
Okay.
Maganda
YouTube
siya.
nga yan.
Kakaiba yun.
Maganda,
Ah.
maganda siya,
Oo.
maganda siya. Chair yoga. Then after their outdoor activities, bath. After nila maligo, they have their AM snacks. After the AM snacks, meron silang morning activities and it varies per day.
Okay.
So, minsan, tawag doon, painting. So, meron silang painting sessions, board game sessions, meron din silang videoke. Tapos, recently, merong mga music teacher na nagtuturo ng instruments, ganyan. So, iba-iba yung morning sessions sila. Just to keep them, engaged.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yeah.
So, then they have their lunch. Then they have their...
Morning pala
Oo,
yan.
morning
Oo,
pa lang.
morning pa
Very
lang.
busy schedule.
Oo, very packed.
So, naka-breakfast sila, naka-snacks, naka-lunch sila. Tapos, nap time. After nap, they have their TV time.
Okay.
Then after their
May
TV
screen time.
Oo
din.
nga eh.
1:30 to 3:30 for male. 3:30 to 5:30 for female.
Ah, ang
Kasi
TV
magkaiba
time.
sila ng gusto
Yes.
eh. Yung mga lalaki gusto nila action, barila. Pagdating ng babae gusto nila mga
Love story.
teleserye sa hapon.
So, walang
ganyan.
nag-aaway sa remote.
Wala nag-aaway. So, matapos ng 5:30 to 5:45, rest. Then, 5:45, meron silang pinapanood na game show.
Oh.
Tapos, 6:30, balita. They have their dinner during the balita.
Wow.
Of course. Yeah.
Then, they sleep
TV
at...
with a meal.
Yes.
Yun yung kompletong meal.
Totoo.
Then, they sleep at 8. Then, some of them would wake up again in the evening and get midnight snacks. So, in total, they eat 5 to 6 times a day.
Wow. Very, ito
Busog-lusog ang ating mga
aging
elderly.
gracefully with dignity and
Yes.
of course with proper care and support. And it's so refreshing to
Yes.
hear that. Or baka kasi karamihan din sa atin, hindi naman din natin naiisip yung kung paano pinapaalagaan yung mga
Yes.
seniors natin.
Sa movies
mga
ko
home
lang.
for the aged,
Movies ko
diba?
lang nakikita.
Oh, and it's, as you mentioned, Chay, kanina, di ba? It's kind of a foreign concept. Actually, yung tanong ko, Sir Eric, you mentioned that this was, that the facility has been running for 3 years. But you started 5 years ago.
Yes.
With the facility. So, yung 2 years na yun,
No, 2
parang
years.
was that like planning or ano, yung sinasabi yung...
No, 2 years before that, I was working as the youth development officer. In 2021, I was handling youth organizations,
Okay.
scholarships, sangguniang kabataan. And when the center was built, I was tasked to handle both.
Okay.
The youth and the seniors.
Okay.
Kasi that would be a question also for some, di ba? Like, what would a young person like you be doing in a home for the aged? Like, what
Yes.
would like push you to serve there and work there?
I've heard that a lot from our visitors. Talaga,
For sure.
maraming nagsasabi na pag na-meet ako, ang bata mo naman to run a facility. I guess it's something refreshing. I don't know with you, but during those times when we used to visit a lot of outreach activities in the
Si Sir Eric ang nag-handle ng social science affairs namin. Social science.
social involvement.
Solvent involvement. Sorry. Si Sir Eric yung
Matagal na
nag-handle
lang siyang hindi
Oo nga eh.
involved.
Inaalala ko yung ibig sabihin ng
Pagpasensyahan
CSIP
niyo
na
na.
wala. Involvement program.
Yeah.
Ayan. So yung mga immersion programs namin dati sa high school, si Sir Eric ang nangangasiwa. No?
So-
Very within your lane na pala yung...
Yeah, so
Yes.
I think I'd say that it has come full circle because
Yeah.
before I'd bring my students from Ateneo to these kinds of communities, these kinds of institutions. And right now, I'm the one accepting students.
Kaya na nasa kabilang end.
Very
Yes,
different na.
yes, yes. For sure. Parang mas, it's the same, it's kind of the same. Pero ito, dati, nakikita mo na yung mga estudyante, they learn so much from the experiences. And right now, you see the students who come in, the visitors who come in, that they bring so much from the facility. And if you visit the facility, I'd invite you to visit the facility. It's kind
We'd
of
love
refreshing.
to.
It's kind of
Oh.
refreshing. Oh, it's
Gusto ko
not.
makita yung chair yoga.
Actually, kailan po,
Diba?
anong araw po nakaschedule?
I sent you a video, chair yoga, but
sige.
but it's quite different from what a usual home for the aged facility would look like, especially in the Philippines.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, kasi when I visited home for the aged facilities, when I was still a student, and I was still a teacher, most home for the aged facilities or facilities run by the government elicit that kind of feeling of sadness,
Parang abandoned sila.
abandonment. Parang may lungkot at may bigat pag dumadalaw ka sa facility na pinupuntahan mo. Kaya when I started handling One Cainta Sunset Retreat, I don't want that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when our visitors come in, and once they leave, I want the feeling to be of love, hope, and compassion. So ganun yung nararamdaman ng mga dumadalaw sa amin. Because pag pumunta ka doon sa facility, sorry pero magyayabang ako Oo, kasi
Sige, sir.
medyo mayabang ako. Kasi we are the only local government unit-run facility in the entirety of Rizal. Kami lang ang merong pinapatakbo na locally funded home for the aged. Sa buong Rizal, Tapos, yung mga dumadalaw sa amin, we had visitors from Korea,
Wow.
Singapore, United States, Malaysia, from all parts of the globe, and they just say one thing: this is a home for the aged facility that they'd see in their own countries.
Okay.
So yung standard
Yeah.
na binibigay natin, ka-level niya yung standard sa first world countries. And it's something that we can truly be proud of.
How do you maintain such facility? Kasi,
Yeah.
like, for example, of course, that's pretty normal nga in foreign countries. We'd see it in
Yes.
movies, we'd see it, maybe some other people have visited one. And maganda siya. Some people nga parang, ang ganda, dito na lang ako titira. Yung idea na gano'n sa mga movies, di ba?
Yeah.
Visit sila ng mga apo. And I think it's very new here because I've also heard horror stories dito na medyo
For
kawawa yung sinistayan ng mga
Iba
rooms,
yung
the
standard
beds.
na
Yes, kasi,
idea ng home for the aged natin.
Oo, kasi reminder, third world country tayo. So how do you even maintain such a facility to be very beautiful and also well-kept, clean, and you mentioned kanina 50 plus seniors?
Yeah, so actually our room capacity talaga is only 50. 50. That's the max. However, right now we have 52.
Yes.
Because our mayor said that parang he cannot, how do I say it? Hindi niya kayang masikmura na meron siyang hihindian makapasok.
Yeah.
And that's also my vision. So, it really takes, parang sabi, it takes a lot to raise a child, di ba?
Yeah.
And what more? It takes
To
a village
take
to raise
care.
our seniors.
Yes.
So we've been very blessed with the community that visit us, that help us maintain that kind of care that we provide. So sinasabi ko lagi na, in the government can only provide so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with the help of our partners, of our donors, we can provide them the luxury that they were once deprived of. Like eating 6 times a day.
Yes.
I don't think any home for the aged facility can feed their seniors 6 times a day. And hindi kami nagpapabayad So walang bayad kahit sino sa
Actually,
facility.
Funded talaga.
Walang talaga.
So anyone can just come in and say, I wanna stay there.
Di naman.
Di naman. No, I was gonna
May
ask nga like,
process.
paano yung
Oo.
processing? How do you just admit
And
yourself?
ano yung mga
Like,
stories ng pagpasok
may
ng mga
enrollment
senior,
process, di ba? Parang,
citizen natin.
how does one become part of One Cainta Sunset Retreat?
Actually, under the municipal ordinance, ang pwede lang talaga ma-admit ay mga abandoned, neglected, and foundling.
Okay.
Vagrant also. So, ibig sabihin, sila yung wala na talagang maitirahan at wala nang kamag-anak.
Okay.
Because under law, lahat ng government-run facilities sa Philippines, not just us, but the Sabadiran, lahat yan, hindi pa yan tumanggap with attachments. Attachments na meron ka pang kapatid, anak, pamangkin, so lahat yan hindi pwede. Kasi kung may mangyari doon sa elder, sinong tatayo ng
Yeah.
Sa atin, sinong may
May
guardian,
liability.
liability. Kapag pinasok mo sa facility na like sa amin, it's sort of abandoning the senior kasi nga it's a public facility. However, we do have a few na may kamag-anak and may attachments.
Okay.
And our mayor kasi sees or discerns on a case-to-case basis regarding it na parang pag nakita natin na his heart is full of love kasi for our seniors and the premium care that he would want to provide talaga for them is one kaintasan such a treat. Kaya binibigay niya yon. So, he approves based on a case-to-case basis. So, meron kaming mga konting may kamag-anak. However, hindi ganoon kadali kasi may medical pa silang pagdadaanan, merong psychiatric exam, lahat yan. Kasi kailangan na rin screening requirements for admission. Kasi once they've been admitted to the facility, our doctor takes care of their health. So, imagine in 3 years, sobrang onti pa lang yung nagpa-pass away.
Oh, ibig sabihin, okay
Ibig
din
sabihin,
yung care talaga.
the care that we give is really premium. So kasi yun, yung may psychiatric exam kami before entering the facility.
Yeah.
And once a month, a psychiatrist visits. Tapos, pag the psychiatrist sees na kailangan ng gamot, Alzheimer's, dementia, we provide it.
For free.
For free.
Free lahat ng
Free lahat
lahat ng mga medical expenses.
Twice a year, January and July, we have our biannual physical exam. Ano ginagawa namin? Our doctor, with the help of our health office, kinukuhaan ng blood. Bina-blood test lahat yan. FPS, lipid profile, lahat yan.
Lahat.
So, ibig sabihin, nakikita namin yung cholesterol, nakikita namin yung sugar. As the need arises, we provide maintenance medicine, amlodipine,
Kompleto.
metformin, lahat ng pwede mong isipin, we provide for them. Kaya mahaba yung longevity ng buhay talaga nila. So those types of things, you often overlook in any government-run facility, di ba?
Yes.
But we see to it that those little things are provided for at One Kaintasan Secretary.
I'd like to know nga yung about the Philippines not accepting those with attachments pa or may mga kamag-anak pa. Yung actually yung question ko is that a norm here just in the Philippines? Kasi parang iba yung status ng home for the aged abroad. Like
Parang
iba yun kasi parang
they stay
facility that they
there.
pay for.
They pay for,
Tama.
yes.
But dahil this is free, that's why...
this is a government.
Yes.
Yun yung
That's
parang...
part of the services.
Okay.
Actually, let me read lang. It's an RA So, just to be technical about
Yes.
it, according to the 1987 Constitution, Article 15, Section 4, ang minamandato na mag-alaga sa mga nakatanda ay ang kanilang mga kapamilya. Likewise, sa Family Code, Article 195, minamandato din na kasama dito sa pag-aalaga na ito ang lahat ng pangailangan ng mga nakatatanda. So, ibig sabihin, pamilya talaga ang primary caregivers of our seniors.
Yeah.
So that's if it's government run.
Yeah.
Pero kung mga private facilities, yung paying facilities, wala tayong ganitong requirement. Wala, hindi yan tinitingnan kasi nagbabayad. And likewise, ganoon din sa ibang bansa. Sa batay sa pag-aaral din na ginawa namin, kapag kahit ang nagpapatakbo sa ibang bansa ay gobyerno, meron pa rin konting bayad.
Okay.
Actually, meron lang kauuwi na caregiver galing States.
Okay.
Umuwi ng Pilipinas, tapos last week bumisita siya sa facility. Yung mga alaga nila doon sa kanilang caregiving facility ay nagbabayad din sa kanila. Tapos nung nakita niya yung One Cainta Sunset Retreat recently, sabi niya, etong facility na to ang pwedeng iakma sa Amerika. Kasi yung itsura, yung standard sa Amerika kasi, very particular ang mga agency na nag-a-approve na accreditation sa linis at sa amoy. Sa amin kasi, pag pumunta ka, wala kang maaamoy na kahit na anong mga taong nakatira doon.
Yeah.
At wala ka rin maaamoy na amoy bleach or
Yung cleanliness.
oo.
So, na parang,
it's natural.
okay.
Oo. Organic.
So, yun.
Organic lang.
Marami kayong trees, mga ganun.
Hindi masyado.
Ah,
Pero
okay.
kaya it's called Sunset Retreat kasi para siyang nasa retreat house.
Retreat house ang vibe.
Yes.
Mm.
May space to roam around. Mahalaki yung mga hallway. Kaya very comfortable.
Maaliwalas. Pero gusto ko balikan yung story kasi I think, di ba you mentioned also earlier na nag-reunite kayo dun sa mga merong may attachments. Paano nangyayari yun? And you actually make an extra effort to research their family members? Paano yung...
So for this particular segment, I can share with you 2 stories.
Okay.
The first story is about sige, 3 na lang para
Okay.
alam
Daming
talaga na.
point of views.
3 stories kasi magkakaiba eh.
Yeah.
So the first story is about an elderly woman na nakita sa Marcos Highway. Tapos nakita ni Mayor, tapos tinawag, dinala sa facility. Tapos parang nung pumunta siya sa amin, wala siyang sense of who she is. Our social worker, si Miss Abby, who's very patient with all of our seniors talaga, kinakausap niya.
Iba ang patience.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo.
Talaga.
Tapos habang pinagtiyagaan niya, after 2 months, naalala niya kung saan siya nakatira.
Oh.
Eksaktong address kung saan yung pamilya niya.
Wow.
So what she did was to coordinate with the LGU of that particular address.
Yeah.
Tapos nahanap namin yung nanay at saka tatay. Tapos ako mismo, yun yung first namin eh. Ako mismo yung nag-drive para ihatid siya doon sa barangay. And nakita namin kung gaano ka-thankful yung family.
So nawawala
Yeah,
pala
so parang
siya.
Nawawala
nakalabas
pala
siya ng bahay. Ganun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second story is about the tatay naman. So, yung tatay na to ay nakita so meron pa kasi kami isang shelter. Yung tawag doon, One Cainta Shelter.
Okay.
Yung One Cainta Shelter, it's like the shelters in the States. Yung Pursuit of Happiness, I don't know if you've seen it. It's an overnight shelter.
Yeah.
So they can they go there at 6 p.m. They have dinner, they take a bath, they sleep, they wake up the next morning and find whatever it is for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So merong matanda doon na nakita, tapos matanda na, so sabi nila better kung dalhin sa Sunset Retreat. So nung nandun na, si Miss Abby ulit, our social worker, she's
Shout
very...
out kay Miss Abby.
Yeah.
Second story.
See you soon.
Miss Abby's very diligent. The tatay eventually recalled where his family is, and the family is from Tacloban.
Oh, layo.
Layo. That's why we coordinated with the LG of Tacloban, and last March, I think, Miss Abby flew with the tatay to Tacloban and reintegrated him with the family. And the last story is still on process. Because during the pandemic, merong there's this foreigner. He stayed here during the pandemic. Feeling ko nagkaroon siya ng mga girlfriend, ganyan.
Okay.
Mga girlfriend.
Lolo. My golly.
Fell in love.
Okay.
And
There's
then,
some connection.
Yes.
fell in
Attachments.
love. And then eventually, naiwanan ng girlfriend,
Okay.
baka for various reasons.
Yeah.
He ended up staying with us for the last 3 years.
Oh.
And just recently, we were able to get in contact with his brother from Papua New Guinea. So, ginawa namin, Miss Abby and one of our caregivers had a trip to the embassy of Papua. I mean, you go up and beyond talaga the call of your
Service.
service, di ba? So si
Yeah.
Miss Abby went to the embassy, discussed everything talaga with the consul. She was face to face with the
Yeah.
consul.
Grabe.
And right now we're really trying to provide all the documents that the embassy is asking for him to be able to go back home. So I guess Sunset Retreat is a home for the abandoned, but in as much as you would want them to stay with us, you'd also want them to be home with their families.
Yeah.
Especially every time I discuss it with their families, that they are more at home when they are with you.
Yeah.
So yun yung mindset ba? Sa mindset na gusto kong maalala nila.
Yes. Oh.
Grabe si Miss Abby, hindi dapat miss. Super.
3
Super
points
Abby.
po para kay Miss Abby.
Yes.
And iba yung patience nga, as we mentioned, na kailangan doon. But also, parang yun yung nakikita kong priority ng facility. Na parang if there's an opportunity
Yes.
to reconnect and reunite the seniors with their families, then we go above and beyond nga.
Yeah.
Kasama niya
Yeah.
sila. Iba talaga yung nagagawa ng love and care and attention to those who are abandoned. Diba nga, parang ngayon ko lang narinig yun na parang pwede palang maalala ng mga tao
Kung saan sila
kung
nakatira.
saan sila nakatira at
Yeah.
nagaling. If you just really give them attention and proper nourishment and care so that they get to think about their other needs, di ba? Parang tama nga naman, practical needs muna yung iniisip nila. Ito, akala ko cultural thing lang sa ating mga Pilipino, yung pag-alaga sa mga nakatatanda sa atin. But it's also, ngayon, as I've learned, it's constitutional that we are
Yeah.
responsible and liable for our parents. And those parents, grandparents, mga kamag-anak natin basically, lalo na when they need proper care. And I think that's one of the challenged thoughts
Yes.
in our society right now. Sa generation namin, ang umiikot palagi sa social media is ang mga bata or ang mga anak hindi retirement plan ng mga magulang. 'Di ba? Palagi sinasabi
Yes.
na parang hindi ka nagpapalaki ng bata para isipin mo na sila yung mag-aalaga sa iyo in the future kapag tumanda na. Ano masasabi niyo doon, Sir Eric, sa thought na yon as one who is working with the seniors?
Actually, maganda talagang pag-isipan natin yan. Kasi in the Philippines, we are culturally set to take care of our elders.
Yeah.
However, one thing I've realized after working with our seniors over the last 3 years is about if you put your elder in a facility like Sunset Retreat or any other facility, it's not you loving them less, but it's you loving them even more. That type of mindset is one thing that I want to change in Filipino culture. It's not a form of abandonment. It's a form of greater love because you have come to accept that you can no longer take care of them yourself and you'd want someone to be able to take care of them better. So kahit na it's a very difficult decision to make na ibang tao yung mag-aalaga sa senior or sa nakatatanda. Pero parang isa siyang perspective na kakaiba na hindi agad matatanggap at hindi agad mangunguya ng mga Pilipino.
Yes.
Mahirap tanggapin at mahirap unawain yon.
Yes.
Pero kasi sinong magmamahal sa kanila kung ikaw alam mo hindi mo na kayang maibigay lahat? At natanggap mo sa sarili mo na hindi mo na talaga kaya. Kaya kami, sa Home for the Aged, yun yung sinusubukan namin punuan. Yung pagmamahal na nawala sa pamilya.
And I think the reason why it's also very difficult, because aside from being Pinoy, it's also embedded into us in our faith. I mean, Exodus 20:12 says, honor thy father and your mother.
Yes.
So, in that pa lang, parang, is it a way to honor them if you're having somebody else take care of them? Nandun yung mga questions na yun. And apart from that, supplementary to the thought na pag Pinoy ka, expected ka na lumaki ka, tumanda ka, aalagaan mo yung nag-alaga sa'yo nung bata ka.
Oo.
Whether it's your parent, it's your grandparent, or someone who's just older who took care of you when you were younger. Merong expectation na ganon. But then, we also have to accept nga the fact na aside from us not being enough, for example, whether it's financial or
Practical
Oh,
reasons.
practical. Today kasi medyo mahirap siya kasi ang dami ng work setups. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Like for example, hybrid or even just the traffic, the amount of time we spend outside rather than at home. How do you take care of someone who needs a lot of attention and care kapag kailangan mo rin mag-work? I mean, there's that logistical sense of like traveling and then also kailangan mo kumita. So ang daming changes in the world today that makes it more difficult to make that decision. Ako ba mag-aalaga? Iba
Yeah.
mag-aalaga?
Ako naman, yung take ko dyan is, definitely it's a case-to-case thing. But it's one thing to be honest in terms of how you're able to provide care and love for your relatives. Di ba nga sabi ni Sir Eric, kapag hindi talaga kaya, like, okay, this is an alternative
Yeah.
and this is an option.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to be an excuse for us to put in the effort and love that we can. Di ba? Parang nakaka-inspire ngayon narinig kong
Yeah.
stories ni Miss Abby at Sir Eric na sila nga hindi nila kaano-ano yung
Yes.
mga seniors na pumapasok sa kanila. But they put in so much love and attention in reuniting them with the families that they were once with. And so, tayo din, dapat mapaisip din tayo doon, like, how are we actually loving and caring for our parents, our grandparents? How are we honoring them in the way that the Lord wants us to love them?
Yes.
Dignified, with grace, and with sacrifice. Kasi hindi naman mahirap magmahal, di ba? Palaging may kukunin at kukunin talaga sa atin yun. And I guess that's really like a point for consideration for a lot of the shift in culture right now
Yes.
among Filipino youth na parang hindi lang naman dahil nasa Bible to eh. Or like hindi lang naman dahil sa utang na loob to. But this is actually an opportunity for us to show love to the people that we do love.
And to ride on that nga, Rap, I think it also boils down to your intention and the actualization of that love and care. Kasi, for example, you accept yourself you're not enough. Don't bring them naman to a facility that you know you can provide better. 'Di ba? Parang
Magiging less pa pala yung
na parang
situation
hindi,
niya
kasi
doon.
yun nga, it also boils down sa intention of why are you bringing an elderly to a separate facility than your home? Is it, di mo na kaya supplyan yung gamot niya, di mo na kaya yung amount of time and attention na kailangan niya during a normal day na you have someone else to do it for you? Or just the fact na, sige, dyan ka na lang kasi hassle. Di ba? Yung parang, I think, dun mo na-separate yung abandonment sa doing it with care and with utmost
Yes.
respect and love. Kasi not all facilities would be like one kainta. So, if it's not like theirs, evaluate mo rin. There should be a room for that decision-making to happen for the person bringing the elderly in another facility. So, I think maraming ways, kasi di naman sinabi sa Bible kung ano yung specific ways to
Yeah.
honor your father and your mother, di ba? Parang,
Yeah, we live in a
Oo.
in a world that's ever evolving.
yes. So, we should
And-
be able to adapt.
Yes. Actually, yung tanong ko rin, Sir Eric, is in terms of liability for those with attachments that are, yung mga seniors under your care na may attachments pa, sa pamilya pa rin yun, di ba? O nalilipat ba yun na once under your facility or under your care, kayo na ang liable sa kanila?
Actually, it's a conflicting process of admission. Kaya ginagawa namin, we make them sign waiver forms
Okay.
that na hindi kami liable in any of the things that can happen to the elder because they're supposed to be taken care of by
Tama.
their families,
Yes.
right?
This is the family members who will
The
sign
family
it.
members
Okay.
sign the waiver forms. And I'd be very proud in saying na we don't leave them if they pass on. Parang hindi namin sila pinapabayaan. After they pass on, we give them that kind of, kasi we're talking about, let's talk about reality sa
Yes,
di
of
ba?
course.
Eventually, one senior
It's
would...
part of the
Yeah.
reality of
Oo.
old age.
When they pass, pag nawala sila, kasama namin sila. Pag sa ospital, yung senior, kung may kabag-anak, tatawagan namin, kasama namin sila. Kung piliin nilang kunin ulit, okay.
Yeah.
Pero if sa amin na walang problema, kami ang nagbuburol, kami ang nagpapalibing. Walang binabayaran kahit magkano. I think that's the kind of care that we once promised. Now, they don't just live with grace, dignity, respect, but even in their last moments, they leave this earth with that same grace,
Yeah.
dignity,
Yes.
love, and respect.
Yes.
Yes, oh. And parang ang nakikita ko doon, it's a partnership with the family and with the Home for the Aged. Na hindi porket I put my parents or grandparents in an alternative care situation, wala nang pakialam dun. If I love them, I want to show that, bibisita ako.
Oh.
I will show up. I will go there and really take in the help that the Home for the Aged can give, but also see what I can still also give and do.
And I think maganda kasi yung pinanggalingan din ni Eric is coming from the youth. Diba? So you're able to bridge that gap. Do you have any stories or maybe some witnessing of some stories na, kunyari, di naman nila kaano-ano yung elderly, but then nag-volunteer sila in one sunset, one kainta. So, any connections made or alam mo yung mga ganung type of interactions that just brighten up an elderly's day?
So I also handle scholars in Cainta. So one time, the president of the Scholar Society arranged an activity during Grandparents Week. So that's October usually. So nagpunta sila doon.
This is your LGU? Parang
The LGU, yeah.
Grandparents
So,
Week.
meron kasing scholarship program sa LGU. So, ako nag-handle nun. So, meron silang president. Sabi niya, sir, why don't we bring the scholars to the Home for the Aged facility? So, dumunta sila doon. Kunantahan nila yung mga seniors. Tapos, they wrote letters for them. And in return, parang yun yung nag-uumpisa pa lang kami. Parang sabi ng mga nanay at tatay na parang mga apo, tawag nila. Kahit wala silang apo, nakaramdam sila kahit ilang sandali na meron silang kapamilya.
That's nice.
Grabe.
Kasi yun nga, na-feel mo din yung family sense dun sa facility. Kahit pa wala silang attachment.
Yes, we're parang community, di ba? Yun, ganun ka-importante yung love and support that we receive, not just from our relatives, but from the different sectors of our society. Ang ganda ng vision that your LGU has. Ang cute nga nung pag-Grandparents Day. I think ito nga ang episode natin very timely kasi alam mo ba na may World Grandparents Day. We celebrate it every 4th Sunday of July. Ayan, in-institute ng
malapit
home.
na.
Yan. So malapit na rin. So right now, it's refreshing to hear this kind of situation for a Home for the Aged facility here in the Philippines. I don't know, baka may studies din kayo, Sir Eric, dito na parang saan mo nakikita papunta yung care, yung Filipino elderly care in our society? And what is our role as a church and as youth here?
So I guess talagang papunta siya in such a way that you would be accepting more seniors in the facility. Right now, Mayor Kit said that he would open the second floor for more seniors to be able to live there.
Yeah.
So he's targeting 100.
Wow.
So let's see
Times 2.
how we'll be able to manage that kind of number.
Yeah.
However, talking about the church, so I grew up with my grandparents, my lola and my lolo. My lola, I drive her to church every Saturday. So doon ko nakita talaga yung pagmamahal sa mga nakatatanda at sa Diyos. Kaya ngayon in the facility, we make it a point to have them hear Mass every Sunday. So they hear Mass every Sunday, then we partnered with the local church. Tapos after the Mass, they come in, they give communion every Sunday. Aside from that, meron din kaming mga Bible studies and prayer meetings along the week.
Wow.
So our role as the youth, I think we should be able to embrace the challenge on taking care of our seniors. Kasi in this dynamic world that we're living in, ang daming nangyayari.
Yes.
It's so fast. The changes are too fast. And the youth now, not us
Medyo ibang
Sorry.
category na kami.
Sorry.
Kasama pa kami.
Sorry. Hindi na.
Ako
Sorry.
thinking kasama ako.
Tanggapin na natin.
Maybe not.
Sorry. So the younger generation, Gen Alpha, I think, they are much more intended to be towards, ano ba tan? The Gen Alpha kasi they are used to doing a lot of instant things and what tayo medyo instant na lalo na sila, so the patience talaga is being tested
talaga.
every now
Ganun
and
lang.
then.
Ganun lang nga.
So, batay sa amin, sa nakikita namin talaga, dadami yung number ng pagpadala sa home for the aged facility. However, the challenge is to be us who have yung mga meron tayong kamag-anak is to be able to live up to this challenge of taking care of our own. Kasi napansin namin na kapag ang isang elder ay dinala sa facility without him or her being ready, kasi yun yung tinatanong namin
Parang biglang naugalang.
Ready ka ba? Ready po ba kayo? Tanggap niyo po ba dito na po kayo titira? Pag nag-aalanganin, hindi siya nagtatagal. Kahit ibigay ang lahat ng gamot, ang pinakamahirap na sakit ay yung abandonment. Kaya kahit i-enrich mo yung soul niya with prayers, kahit ipakita mo sa kanya yung pagmamahal, hindi pa rin gano'n kadali.
Ang ganda ng phrase na sinabi niyo, Sir Eric, embrace the challenge of taking care of our seniors. I think that's a thought that we should swallow kahit na mahirap. Kasi nga, taking care, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy route.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth taking na dapat maipakita natin yung pagmamahal sa mga seniors sa pamilya natin. At the very least, sa pamilya natin, di ba?
Swallow it with love. I think it's difficult kapag iswallow mo lang siya ng pilit. Kasi lalabas at lalabas yun with how we deal with them. So, maganda yun kasi we're not neglecting our responsibilities, obligations, whether it's a Pinoy thing or a Catholic thing. But I think it all boils down as a family thing. Na you don't forget na hindi mo lang siya ginagawa out of walang heart, di ba? Parang mas maganda yun na ginagawa natin siya ng looking at the love that they were also able to provide us. Diba?
Alam mo yung other way pa nun? Don't do things out of spite.
Yes.
I think doon din ang gagaling kasi yung thought na di naman kami retirement plan ng mga magulang namin or hindi naman kami responsable sa ganito, ganyan. But when we think about it, it may be just our pride or our own hard pill to swallow again. Our own selfishness na parang mas iniisip natin minsan yung sarili natin and kung paano tayo mabubuhay ng mas maigi without the burden of taking care of others.
Yeah.
Diba? Huwag niyong kakalimutan. Tatanda din kayo. Tatanda din tayo. Again, this is not to push the utang na loob concept, but that's how we take care of one another. Diba?
Cycle of life.
Cycle of life.
Yeah, and I think that's a good reminder for all of us in the upcoming Grandparents' Day. So to our grandparents out there, happy Grandparents' Day.
Yes, so honor them. Oh, alam mo ba, fun fact, ang honoring nun ay nilapit talaga sa feast day ni Saint Joachim at Saint Anne, ang grandparents ni Jesus.
May grandparents ni Jesus, reminder.
Actually, Sir Eric, let's take this opportunity. Kayo po sa facility nyo if you want to call on sponsors, partners, donors. I'm sure they'd be willing to support, especially like hearing how your facility is handling our seniors with so much love and care and grace.
Yeah, so we've been very blessed actually to have a lot of partners at One Kainta Sunset Retreat. Kasi one of the things that I truly value as a centerhead is to provide them everything that they need. So, ikutin mo man lahat ng facility sa Pilipinas, kapag may binigay na regalo sa senior citizen, nag-gift pack, kukunin lang admin yan, tapos ibigay sa kanila prorately. Sa Sunset Retreat, pag binigay sa kanila, hindi na namin sila hinahawakan. That's intended for them.
Yeah.
And for everyone who's watching this, so I really hope that you'll be able to spend some time with us at One Kainta Sunset Retreat. I think that your love, I think that the love, the compassion, and whatever you can give would be beneficial for our seniors. So, yung pagmamahal na hindi namin, pagmamahal na kaya namin ibigay nandito lang, but with the help of everyone who has been our partner since day one na itataas namin ito sa ganito. And I really hope that you'll be with spending your birthdays, spending your death anniversaries of your parents, iba-iba.
Yeah.
Madami
Meron ng
ways,
children's
no?
party sa amin, lahat ng naisip nyo na party. And our schools who have been, some schools also who send their kids students to us, FEU Tech, they send their students, Siena College, STI. So we've been helping a lot of students. And just to give a short end, hopefully, it's One Kainta Sunset Retreat. So, Sunset Retreat kasi sunset Mas maganda sa Tagalog dapit hapon.
Dapit ha.
Oh.
Yung mga nakatatanda natin na nasa dapit hapon na ng kanilang buhay ay nakatira sa isang tahanan.
Mhm.
At lagi ko sinasabi sa mga bisita na dumadalaw sa amin na kung meron man mga araw na mabigat, mapanglaw, madilim, makulimlim, meron silang uuwian. Ang One Cainta Sunset Retreat. At sa inyo na nandyan, sa mga nanonood at nakikinig, may dalaman po kayo o wala, welcome po kayo sa facility. Handa po kaming makinig sa inyong mga kwento.
Maraming salamat, Sir Eric, sa inyong pagbabahagi ng napakagandang experience nyo dito sa One Cainta Sunset Retreat. At sana, FRC Fam, makadalo kayo sa Cainta
Yes.
para makita kung ano nga ba ang pwedeng itsura ng pagmamahal para sa ating mga seniors.
To our FRC fam out there who needs help, na tingin nyo naman, you know, it's just not enough what you have right now. There are other facilities, there are alternatives, so just flash them on the screen that you can reach out to.
Yes.
And you can visit them para you'll get to see also the facilities that they're offering our elderly. So I hope you guys enjoyed and felt inspired with our story in this month's episode. Again, it's Chai.
And Rap, who leave you with the wise words of Venerable Patrick Peyton that
The family that prays together stays together.
and a world at prayer is a world at peace. Say I love you to your lolos, lolas,
Bye,
mamas,
Mamu.
and papas.
Bye!
Yes.
God bless.
Thank you, Sir Eric,
Thank
so
you.
much.